Good morning students, welcome to your software engineering class. In the previous session we have completed unit 6, that is software coding and testing. Today I will start a new chapter, software reliability, and the unit 7 software reliability is the last chapter of your course software engineering. So in this video class I will explain about software reliability and what are the factors to decide software reliability. So let's start. So first of all we have to know what is software reliability. So definition of software reliability is that we can define software reliability as the probability of failure-free operation of a software system for a specified time in a specified environment. Means here the key element of the definition is failure-free operation. Okay, failure-free operation and the for specific period of time. These are the key element of the definition. Means the error-free operation of a software in a specific time period in a specified environment is known as software reliability. Okay. So the key element of the definition include probability of failure-free operation, length of time of failure-free operation, and the given execution environment. These are the key element. And failure intensity is measure of the reliability of software system operating in given environment. So the how the software is running in a specific environment in a specific time period, that is the software reliability. For example, an air traffic control system fails once in 2 years. So this is the software reliability of that software, means of the traffic control software. Reliability of a software product essentially denotes its trustworthiness or dependability, and alternatively reliability of a software product can also be defined as the probability of the product working correctly. Means how much time the software working correctly, that is the software reliability. Okay, so this is also the definition of reliability of a software. Okay, reliability of a software product can also be defined as the probability of the product working correctly over a given period of time. Okay, then if the software gives more defect or it fails more often time, then that is an unreliable software. And it is also clear that reliability of a system improve if the number of defect is reduced. Means if the defects are reduced, if the bugs are removed from the software, then the reliability increase. However, there is no relation between the reliability and the number of latent defects in the system. For example, removing error from a part of a software which are rarely executed makes a little difference to the reliability of the product. Means if you are removing the bugs or removing the error from the rarely executed code, which code are not executed frequently, then reliability of a system will not improve. It has been experimentally observed by analyzing the behavior of a large number of programs that 90% of execution time of a typical program is spent in executing only 10% of the instruction in the program. Means in a large software program, only the 10% of code is executed frequently. Means the execution time, 90% execution time of the software is executing the core part, the 10% part which is the core part, that part only executed frequently. And if we are removing the error from the non-core part, the rest 90% is non-core part which executed rarely or which executed less. So if we are reducing the error from the non-core part, if there may not be very surprising to note that removing 60% defect from the non-core part will be improve only 3% reliability. Okay, so we have to remove error from the core part of the software. So it is clear that the quantity by which the overall reliability of a program improves due to the correction of a single error depends on how frequently is the corresponding instruction executed. Means the removing or debugging error from the frequently used code increase the reliability. Okay. Means in a large software we are executing only 10% code that are executed frequently, and that are the core code. And if we are removing bug from the core code, that will increase the reliability, and the 90% code that are the non-core part of the software, if we are removing bug from that, that will not increase so much of reliability. Okay. So thus the reliability of a product depend not only on the number of latent error but also on the exact location of the error. Okay. Apart from this, reliability also depend upon how the product is used, that is on its execution profile. If it is selected input data to the system such that only correctly implemented functions are executed. If the software is executed, only correct part of the software are executed, and there will be no error in that part, so that the reliability of the product will be high. On the other hand, if the input data is selected such that only the function which contains error are executed, then the reliability of the system will be very low. So it also depends on which part of the system is executed, the correct part or the incorrect part that have error. Okay, so the factor that affect software reliability are the number of faults present in software, and the next is the way the user operate the system. These are two factors that affect reliability of a software, and this is known as operational profile. Means the fault present in a software, that is the first factor of reliability, and the second factor is which part of the software the user operate. Okay, if the part contain no error, then the reliability will increase. If the part of the software have many error, then the reliability will be decreased. Next is reason for software reliability being difficult to measure. The reason why the software reliability is difficult to measure can be summarized. The reliability improvement due to fixing a single bug depends on where the bug is located in the code. Means the reliability improvement is depend where the bug is. If the bug is in core part, then reliability will be increases more. If the bug is in non-core part, then the reliability will increase less. The next point is the perceived reliability of a software product is highly observer dependent. Means which part of the software is executed, that also depend on reliability. Okay, if the part contain no error, then the software reliability will be increased. If the part contain more error, then the software reliability decrease. The reliability of product keep changing as error are detected and fixed, and always the software reliability is keeps changing because always the error are detected and fixed. So the reliability increase. If the error not detected, then the reliability will be decrease. So the software reliability is always goes on changing. Okay. So this is about the reliability of a software. So reliability means how the software operate without failure. Okay. Reliability of a software product defined as the probability of working correctly means without failure over a period of a time with a specific environment. That is the software reliability. So in next class we will discuss about hardware reliability and software reliability. Thank you.